got a nice transition, just making sure that everything's good over there on the camera. Awesome. Good evening. Please tell us about eCare21. 21. Magic. Please.
Good morning. My name is Vadim. I'm founder and CEO of eCare21, mobile platform for senior care and remote patients monitoring. How many of you have problems with a loved one or senior members of the family who stay at home and you don't know what's going on with that? So little. I had this problem in 2004 when I was VP in a Citigroup in technology, and after a couple of months of searching for technology and home care, I actually resigned from a Citigroup and started a company, Affinity Care of New Jersey, and providing home care for seniors. I built it over 7 years to over 200 employees and more than 400 clients, and sold at that time to a group of investors. But over all these years, I was surprised how little or even non-technology available in such a huge area of social services and healthcare. Overall, annual budget of home care over $350 billion. It's over 60,000 companies participate in this business, but no leaders, no technology, except probably this famous I fell and kept it up, nothing available. And it's too late when grandma already on the floor. So we start working about this technology 2 years ago, and we built mobile applications that integrate effort of family, seniors by themselves, caregivers, healthcare professionals, case managers, everybody who involved in the care for individuals, and we call it Circle of Care. It's a mobile application, it's free and available to download, and it can be used in many different aspects and different sectors of care for seniors. Today we will talk about one particular aspect of communication and work with doctors. It's chronic care management. Chronic care management is a relatively new program. It was created by Medicare 2 years ago, and it provides doctors with possibility to create new stream of income. Doctors right now complain that they make too little. Make a new stream of income by providing non-face-to-face monitoring of care plan for people with 2 or more chronic conditions like dementia, diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, osteoporosis, etc. So generally, almost all seniors on the Medicare has 1 or 2 of these kind of conditions. So by Medicare estimates over 68% of seniors are eligible for this program. It's a huge number. We're talking about actually allocated of $18 billion of payments. So what's going on? It's such a perfect program to prevent people with chronic conditions to go to hospitals, to be hospitalized, to go to rehabs after that, and actually Medicare right now spend over $350 billion on the treating of acute situations with these people. Problem is that doctors do not have tools and possibilities to follow this system. From 35 million people who are eligible for this program, only less than 500,000 had on this program last year. So, because doctors really can't implement it without spend more money on monitoring than they are getting from Medicare. But using eCare21 platform, we give doctors possibility smoothly going on a system and get benefits of a program, generate over $250,000 per year of additional income, and provide 24/7 remote patients monitoring. This is actual revenue model for remote patients monitoring with CCM. For average physician, over almost 500 patients eligible for CCM, and Medicare paid around $500 per year for monitoring chronic care conditions for these patients. We provide dashboard and possibility for doctors to monitor large number of patients. They know where patients located, what's snapshot in real time, what's going on with their vital signs, their activities, their location, their blood pressure, glucose, and different vital signs. We also manage medication and care plan. More information will be in the page.
So, can you explain your platform a little bit more?
Platform is a mobile application that really have many different features. We built social network where people involved in the care receive alerts or information, and all this data managed by patient. So it's a HIPAA compliant, but at the same time it's allowed a lot of people to participate in care, which is different from a today model of a senior care where it's family, friends completely disengaged from seniors, and it's also creating social problems. We integrate over 200 different wearables and home devices, which provide us possibility to improve or increase amount of data we collect from for vital signs. It's blood pressure monitors, glucose monitors, scales, activity trackers, a lot of them. We provide medication management, where we also engage caregivers in a medication management program, and it's improved medication adherence from 51%, which is right now in a senior community, to around 70–75%. Over last year, we ran a number of pilots. We had pilot with the Good Samaritan Society in the Midwest. We had a pilot with the Pace University in New York. Right now, we're running 3 pilots at the same time with a large home care company, part of a huge franchise with over 500 franchisees, with a firefighter department on the west coast of Florida, and with a concierge doctor in Sarasota. Yes, please.
So, what are the top 3 benefits to this particular platform, or the top 3 things that it does? Because we've seen, because there are a lot of caregiving companies, especially in this region, we've seen a lot of presentations around better ways to manage patients, better way to manage family communication. So it's getting blurry how they're all different and which things they do better. So if you had to say that, hey, eCare21 is the best at doing X, or it's really targeted at solving this particular problem for this particular audience, how would you boil that down to just a couple sentences?
It's actually benefits depends from what point you're looking on it.
I'm a doctor.
Actually, for doctors, it's the minimum benefits except of chronic care management system, because a doctor can benefit from a payment from Medicare. when a doctor subscribes to chronic care management. For home care company, it's a possibility to improve their communications with the families. It's a possibility to manage caregivers in real time. It's one of the huge problems of all home care industry, because you have employees and you don't know where they are. It's a risk, and it's a medical services. We provide real-time monitoring of caregivers in the home settings. For families, it's a possibility in real time get information what's going on with their loved one and how they actually today. And for seniors by themselves, it's a possibility to much longer keep independence and stay at home. Yes, please.
How are you getting information from the patient?
The only one technological requirements, patients should have a smartphone or tablet. Application run on iPhone, on iPads, on any Android device.
So if you have a dementia patient, then
With dementia patients, it's a problem.
okay.
Again, it depends on a level of dementia, and caregiver can set up application for this patient. And if patients, for example, wear Fitbit, we can get information when patient get up, what's going on with the patient, and again, everybody different. When it's a serious dementia, of course, it's
I was
Yeah.
wondering if you could set up maybe with a Fitbit non-activity. Did mom get out of bed today?
yes, exactly.
And a push notification.
You can
She
see
has not moved in.
exactly. You can see on the application what's going on now, like maybe a couple of minutes ago, of what was activity of a person 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 6 hours ago. So you have and also you can see trends on trends of, for example, glucose, and if it's going out of bound, which is defined specifically for this person, it sends alerts. Yes, please.
I have two questions actually. First is, any thought about integrating with Alexa or other voice-activated technologies nowadays?
Not yet.
Okay.
There
Has
are-
somebody been in here, and I think it might be something to look into because it's coming on strong, especially for patients who may not be mobile. And then the second one is, you mentioned you had several pilot customers.
Yes.
Can you tell me about how you got them? Are they paid? And what's the scope of those pilots?
Good Samaritan Society, a year ago, we were, actually they looked for pilot of technologies that can help them to engage patients who not in assisted livings. They run huge network of assisted living facilities, like over 250. But their question was how to engage patients who are not in assisted livings, but potentially can be there. So they try to preventively get customers in. And they ask Washington agency to select for them technology and companies for pilot. And out of 40 plus companies, this agency, peer insight, they selected us and Fitbit.
Okay.
And pilot we run with Fitbit and our application. And this was a pretty interesting and successful pilot.
And this was paid?
It was not paid pilot. Pilot that we're running right now, all paid. It's and we're keeping very low cost for customers. It's around $8 per month per patient. As much as we learn from these pilots and communication with customers, for example, it's in exactly in the budget of, for example, emergency services, which
And-
is always under budget.
And what's your ultimate goal for patient cost, do you think?
Basic application is free for patients, because our goal for patients who download it is to invite friends and families and them also download and use it. When patients start adding monitoring devices, increased amount of a medication management care plan, then it's coming to a premium package, which is $25 per month
Per patient.
per patient.
And the patient pays that, or Medicare pays that?
Medicare not paid right now.
Okay.
For this, moreover, we always trying to get all these services in partnership with home care companies or doctors, so somebody physically monitor these patients and participate in the services.
Have you talked to CMS about getting Medicare reimbursement for it?
Not yet. It's a long process
That
in
is a
any
big one,
case. But right now there is very distinctive tendency to move more toward preventive care. And it started very recently. And remote patients monitoring, of course, it's needed because all tendency in the healthcare is move patients from a hospital to home settings. More and more services happens in the home settings, and people prefer to stay at home than to be in a hospital or in a nursing home. But we need to get cost-efficient system that can give us possibility to monitor people there, to get information and get it as quick as possible.
Any interest in going against the under 65 market for chronic conditions, insurance?
Actually, we have patients who under 65, even we had a couple of situations when mom called us because they had the kids with a serious diabetes, and they were afraid to send them in college because maybe he will forget to check sugar and it can get very serious situation. Now with our system, they can monitor and immediately react if kids forget to take measurements. And at the same time, it's much more cost effective than one serious monitoring devices that cost thousands.
Is that, who pays that? Does the parent
The
pay?
families.
Yeah, directly.
On the ballpark of a $25 per month, it's very affordable.
Thank you.
If the patient is paying $25 a month and you have a doctor, for example, would they be monitoring, or would be a service that would be monitoring? Is there a cost to them?
If in a situation when patients pay $25 per month, it's like it's a web 2.0. It's like a Facebook. So we provide platform, we provide technology. Let's say patient download application. Family member invite family members. This family member will get alert if something happens with the patient. So it's a monitoring inside circle of care. If doctors involved in this, let's say in the chronic care management situation, doctor personnel, not doctor individually, but doctor's personnel will be a primary caregiver who will receive first alert. If a primary caregiver not react in 5 minutes, alert propagated to secondary caregivers. Please.
In the situation of the college kid, how does the information get into the app that they have checked their blood?
They have, and we actually recommend a very simple and inexpensive kit for monitoring blood sugar. It's cost $59 altogether, and it's Bluetooth enabled. So when person check blood pressure, it's immediately going on the servers and available to see on eCare21.
So it's not dependable on a college student to enter something into the app, it happens automatically.
It happens automatically.
Okay.
But in the same time, we keep in application possibility to manually enter information. Because we saw many situations when seniors said, oh, I have my device, I use it for 5 years, I have this blood pressure cuff, I don't want anything else. Okay, enter menu. But we, of course, recommend And right now there are very inexpensive, reasonably inexpensive devices that we recommend to use, like eye health lab devices or cardio company, cardio with Q, blood pressure cuff, very nice design, very good looking, and very effective, cost $100. And it's Bluetooth enabled, it's integrated with the system, and immediately applied the upload information to eCare. So all circle of care will get information what's going on.
Can you go back one slide real quick? What is community on? No, sorry.
Community, it's actually people who you invite to care for you, or you invited that you can provide caregiver services. Because in many situations, the same person need to be cared sometimes, but also care for neighbors or somebody else. And we saw this actually from my experience in managing home care company. We saw this in many times. Like 5, 6 old ladies going to the same church, care about each other much more than their children living in other states. So we implemented this in a system that you can be caregiver for some people and at the same time have caregivers and create groups. So this is our community. It's actually circle of care where this information and alerts propagated. Again, we have a security levels, so not all information propagated, but depends on the level of engagement. Please.
This young lady wanted to ask a question and she gets bumped, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
I have a question actually building off Mr. Wood's question. You said you can check activity throughout the day, but if, for example, someone did get out of bed at like a normal time and was connected to a Fitbit, would you get push notifications for irregular activity?
As of right now, you can see it actually that it's became red on the activity level, like right now. But also it can be set up as a trigger for alert. So you can, also we're working right now with an artificial intelligence company to analyze data because we collect huge amount of information. Generally, submission of information about activities happens almost 5 times per second. We accumulate data and submit every minute. So by analyzing this data, we can analyze patterns of behavior and compare behavior today, for example, with a weekly pattern of behavior. For seniors especially, life became more monotonous and behavior day by day became very identical. If behavior today different seriously from previous patterns, it's a warning sign. The same with medication adherence. You need to take medication and actually report that you took it. Yes, please.
So I'm a little confused. It seems like the presentation is a little choppy to me. I apologize, but so
Sorry.
no, and I think the product seems like a very good product, but I'm still failing to understand all of what's going on here. But so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. So number one, how many clients? You may have said this. How many clients do you have now?
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000, and then the revenue that are you generating a revenue?
Right now we're not generating revenue.
Okay.
We plan to start e-commerce part of our application in the middle of April.
Okay.
And we put a lot of effort in development because it's a medical application to some extent. And in the medical field, it cannot be half-baked. It's all 100% done or not done.
So then, do you have somebody that's marketing for you at this point in time?
As of right now, we're doing very like ad hoc marketing. We don't start yet serious marketing campaign. A lot of effort done on avoid personal communication. But of course, we right now start looking for marketing,
Okay.
and it's ongoing process.
So, just a suggestion, and I'm sitting out here, I think that, you know, as a presentation, I think you need somebody with that marketing ability, because personally, I'm not feeling that you know what I'm saying? Just my own.
Who's your competition?
In the different sectors of home care and medical services, there are different companies that compete with us. Let's say they maybe don't know that they compete with us yet. For example, in chronic care management, one of the leaders is KRC here in Tampa. It's one of the leaders in chronic care management field, but they not exactly involved in remote patients monitoring, but much more in managing care plan using EHR, electronic health records. There are companies that on the field of remote patients monitoring, but mostly they rely on the hardware, on their proprietary hardware. And it's hardware very quickly became obsolete right now, and this is in some way our plans that we new company, new development based on the mobile devices, and we have ability to integrate every new device coming or requested by customers.
This would be a wonderful add-on or benefit for a long-term care insurance policy.
Absolutely. If you can recommend to insurance companies. Problem with insurance companies, as with the hospitals, for example, they have very long cycle and sales cycle. So this is create a problem. Right now we're trying and we're talking and make pilots with individual companies like home care companies or individual doctors.
Thank you for a great presentation, Vadim. How can we as a community help you grow your business?
It's quite obvious. We need more doctors, more home care companies, more clients, more seniors to download, and everybody can go to App Store, Play Store, download the app, play with it, invite friends, and start this process.